Mic check, mic check. Mic's good. All right. Did that really happen? Well, that's kind of cool. What is this Bybit? Hey, where's my... There it is. Check the Binance chart, and not so much. Coinbase? That looks kind of good. Yeah, that looks kind of good. Let's go back to Bybit. Interesting. Interesting that we hit that low and come up. I gotta check the higher time frames. I haven't done that this morning. Eh, not too definitive. Bitstamp took the low too. Yeah, Coinbase did also, which I like. I like that Coinbase did that. Well, then let's go ahead and hop back to this one. So we've got a nice 30-minute order block here at the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and leave this on. You can only really see it on the smaller time frames. But to me, it's the only part that had an inefficiency that hasn't been retested outside of up here. Yeah, we gotta leave that on too. Let's go ahead and move that to here. Some price labels on this guy. Oh, my alerts up here that never triggered. Go ahead and delete those now. How do we do that? Delete. Sorry, it's going to be a fairly short stream today. I have somewhere I have to be in like 30 minutes. So we'll get cleaned up here and take a look at a couple of alts, and then unfortunately I'm going to have to dip. I would say all these zones have the potential of providing a lower low. Oh no, not all of them. This zone here now officially would be under bullish market structure. To get there would be kind of bullish market structure. So let's let's just talk about some higher time frame stuff. You know, I was looking at HRJ's chart the other day, and I kind of like where his head's at. I think he's shooting for some demand down in this region somewhere. Down below 103, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's more or less anticipating some. Well, I got a little ahead of myself. Some downwards action, and I don't necessarily disagree with him at this point. I mean, like, you don't see this often. This does not happen very often, right? Where you come up, you Hulk smash into a big fat 4 hour bullish break, only to come up into your last supply range and absolutely grenade down to a new low. It's pretty rare when you see that. It's pretty rare, man. It's pretty rare. Happened down here somewhere, didn't it? This one was a little different because it came back in here and then it was lower high, lower low. Whereas this time it just came back below that thing. Does not happen very often. All right. Let's see. What time frame is this best on? 18-hour block there. Yeah. Yeah, we had some gnarly supply up there. That I would have I just didn't expect new lows from it. That's all. That's all I'm saying. I didn't expect new lows from it. Um all right. Oh, if I can hit the right buttons, maybe we can start going here. But I can't hit the right buttons. Jesus Christ. Cheese and rice, man. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna hope for here, back to here, up to here. I think that's gonna be a reasonable way to look at it. I think I'm gonna cover this the low off this 1 hour candle. Let's go ahead and put a ray on that. And shoot for there. And then boom, boom. My OCD's kicking in. My OCD's getting me. And then probably short out of here. I think for that, I still am tempted to look for new lows though. Still tempted. Where's Discord at? All right, I don't have a ton of time, so we're gonna have to work here pretty fast. Oh, let me get my gosh darn alert set. Let's go ahead and put another one here. All right. Hey, good morning, Aram F-Bomb, JRMO, Daniel, Ondo Pancho, JR. What's up, everybody? This sucker here, unfortunately, just the gnarly SFP. Pretty wild. Pretty wild. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, to be XTZ, huh? Okay. Yeah, we can do XTZ. Nobody else is asted for anything, so let's do XTZ. Let's go to the daily real quick. Let's just wipe everything on here. Well, it looks better than Bitcoin does. I mean, you have that purge of that high into this purge of this low. It has maintained its transition of market structure very well. All right, let's go to the 4. Okay, so 4 flips bullishly, continues bullish, boom, 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 boom. Alrighty, XTZ. Right, so these lows clip, and these highs clip. So I would pay attention to this whole 4-hour order block here for a short. I'm getting some lift off of this guy right now. But I think that is going to be short-lived. Soul? Yeah, I too, Soul. What was that? What was that? Where did you go? Hello? Knock knock. Is there any soul there? Okay. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Just delete it. Make it all go away. Yeah, it is likely a massive short. I mean, I don't know. Whoa. Hmm. 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 Man. I don't know, dude. It looks like a triple top. It looks like a oh god, it just looks like it just reeks of distribution between this and this and this as a 3 as a whole. That looks terrible. Dude, can we hit any correct buttons? I swear to God, I hit Command Z. Get back. All right, here we go. Now let's get back to the, I don't know, the 30. Where the hell were we? Okay, so we were talking about this, into this, into this. Command Z. Why? Why? Why when I hit Command Z does it go to 114,670? What is that all about? Dude, TradingView has been a nightmare for me lately. It's been a nightmare. Okay, so Command Z doesn't work. Check. Okay, then yeah, I also just don't like how it did this right into the local top. Either that is a 1, 2, and a 3, or a 1, 2, and a 3. I hit Control Z again. Yeah, I don't like any of that. So I would rather plan for a short off of this than a long. And it'd be cool if I was wrong. I think that'd be rad. Is there anything like on the 15 that we could refine that to? I hit Control Z again. All right, sold then. What's up, Nick? XRP? Yeah, we do XRP. Let's see how upsetting this chart is. Let's just delete everything. That's good. All right. Uniswap, huh? Cool. That's old news. Technically, these labels are reversed. Boy, you wouldn't want it to be down here. That'd be really bearish. So I think we're just going to pick on here for now. All right, and starting to get a little lower on time. Oh, thanks, Jesus. It's just a lot of practice. The funny thing is I do the exact same thing. I do the exact same thing over and over again. I'm not doing anything different than I do on really any different time frame. It's the same approach to everything. I think it's underwhelming myself, but if it impresses other people, cool. ARB, ARB. Mischief there. Oh, okay. This line is irrelevant. Don't worry about that. All right, well, you definitely have a 4-hour top. You definitely have unmitigated demand below you. That 4-hour top did go into something pretty sensible. Went into this last 4-hour top right here. Okay. Your 4-hour breakage structures right here. And then your unmitigated demand is all down in these areas. Nice big fair value gap in between us and that. Ideally, I think that's the area I'd like to see it come down out of. I'd be prepared sooner. Yeah, we might as well just stretch it out like that. It's giant, but they're just area. It's just an area of interest. This is a monitor market structure. What else did I miss? Air being Sui. Did a good job, and I've posted all the charts so far this morning. Okay. This would have been a far more interesting kind of long type area if we were still under bullish market structure when we got there. Bro, oh, almost hit Alt Z. Dude, even my undo arrow jacks my chart up and takes it to 115K. What is wrong with my trading view? Something serious. Something wrong with that boy. Something wrong with that boy. Actually see the potential of a long here, but I don't know. I also see the potential of a short. So yeah, I think we're gonna stick something like this. Yeah, I feel pretty good about that. Feel pretty good about that. I'm almost just wondering like if that first short is not really the move and we do manage to wiggle all the way up there and that there's actually a long trade to be had here. I think that's possible. Oh, there I hit that button again. Uh, uh yeah, I see a slight potential of that. What's Bitcoin been up to? I swear I set some alerts on me. What you doing? What's you doing? Oh. Oh. That's right. You're just doing that. I swear I put an alert here. See? there is an alert here, but it just hates me. We have a bull div on all time frames up to the 2 hour. I mean, if you say so. Talking about this little gizmo down here. I don't see it, man. I'll be seeing it. Money flow looks like hot garbage, I'll tell you that much. I start to see some divs down here on like the 15. In which case, we kind of have a plan for that. So that might work out well. Yeah, it kind of does seem like well, it looks like, oh, it seems like Chinese at first. Well, it's literally learning a different language. You know what I mean? Like this is a language. You know what I mean? So yeah, it is it's a long, you're not wrong about that. You're not wrong about that. But yeah, it's all the same stuff. I just come and click the same buttons every day. Same buttons every day. I don't do anything on any of this TA that I don't outline in like my market structure or supply and demand videos. I do the exact same things. Exact same things. Same principles, same rules, nothing changes. Nothing changes at all. You're kind of a dick to get down here to have bearish structure to get here. It's pretty rude. It's pretty rude, dude. And so for that reason, because there is going to be bearish structure that we'll have to develop to get us to this, I'm unfortunately going to have to consider this too. Yeah. Sure enough. It's pretty nice V. It's pretty nice V though. But I just don't like that you have to be under bearish structure to do this now. Like locally bearish. It's not like it's fucking 15-minute bearish or anything. But locally bearish. And so yeah, it would have to be like no limit order allowed. There'd have to be another transition in market structure down there now for me. Yeah, I should be able to do ETH. That's probably going to be my last one. Give me 1 second. Also, as to the speed of like going through charts, if you get on every day and you practice it, every day, then get a lot faster at it. What were we doing? ETH. 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 Did we not do ETH? we not do ETH? Apparently we didn't do ETH. My bad. We had this on ETH from last week. And it looks to be retesting supply after probably a 4-hour break in market structure. Yeah. Yeah, so boom to boom, slide you down, homie. Get on out the way, homie. Get on out the way. Yeah. Good look there. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, I'd say on this guy, you can break that low. I think you have a additional market structure confirmation on your side. I'll tell you that much. You have additional market structure confirmation on your side. In the event that you can snip this high one more time, then you're almost trading that like an SFP internally to the range for a front run on the break. But obviously this is more risky. It is in confluence with market structure, don't get me wrong. But it is more risky because you have flipped your 15-minute bullishly here and back tested it and set a new high. Though I still could see that working. Get those brushes out of here. Okay, we're hitting demand right now. And kind of SFPing this local low. So likely to return back to the high here. But yeah, I'd be aware of failure on that high. The higher confluence is down here below this thing though. Yep. Cool, that's my last one. I gotta hit the road. How often do you consider liquidation heat map with your SL and TP positions? I don't. I never look at them. Oh, my MCB. Yeah, I kind of customized mine. It's just Jonathan Schaefer's not MCB. But it has momentum lines on it. These are the momentum lines. And then my VWAP is the little. Can we go back to it? My VWAP's the gray line. I don't really ever use this thing, but yeah, I did sort of customize it. I take the RSIs off of it too. I never figured the RSIs out, so I just took them off. This is just it's all the same information less the RSIs, and I don't know, this is just cleaner. I just like this cleaner because really if I'm looking at this, like the divs are like nice, but I just want the money flow. I want the money flow to be loud and proud on it. If I am going to use it, I just want the money flow to be super loud. Yeah. Yep, that's all. Bum 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 bum. All right. Yeah, I just move super fast because I don't know. I mean, for me, like if I go to a blank chart, I only move so fast because like you'll see me. I'll start out on like the daily or the weekly, and I'll just go like, okay, where's my strong highs and my strong lows, right? I can see that you had this huge range up here, and I can see that you had this deal down here, and I can tell you that if you I mean, just immediately right here, I go, okay, well, if there's no bullish reason to be above, to break down bearishly here, that'd be super bad. And then I know that, like, really price is just currently trading internal to this and this. That just doesn't take any time at all to figure out. And then, you know, you kind of drop down to the daily and go, okay, so if we're still trading, if all price is still trading between here and price was coming up, is it still going up, or has that trend reversed, right? And you go, okay, well, you broke daily market structure there, and then you had supply here, and then you hit that and set a new low, right? And then, you know, you do the same thing here and you go, okay, so we're in between this and this right now. Drop to like the 15. And trend is bearish locally. You know, it's just connected. It's all connecting the dots for me. Just connecting all your highs and all your lows. And I can say that price should achieve this level, because currently it would have to, you know, structure would have to do something pretty miraculous to change that information. It'd have to come up and at least break this high to even have a hope at doing any of that. So instead, makes more sense to look at this area as supply, which of course looks like it's already been back tested and set a new low. I don't know, whatever. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Good. That's the most important thing, is that it is educational. That is the most important thing. Interesting. All right. Well, yeah, I get a couple alerts set on Bitcoin. Not really in a hurry. You know, obviously we had a big flush on the books yesterday. Market's just barely trying to restabilize this morning. Not in a super big hurry for anything myself. And I'm going to leave now. Yeah. Here we go with this bullshit again. And my fucking undo arrows doesn't work. I think this belonged here. I believe that was the case. That's where I'm sticking it for now. Bye-bye.